Alright, and we are live. Welcome to a new sim racing adventure. Today we are in Oulton Park in the GR86. We will drive 2 races, I think, because iracing scheduled a downtime for the late afternoon. So yeah, 2 races, and the goal for today is top 5, maybe, survive, top 5, I don't know, something like that, because I've seen that some people are driving 51.1s in the practice sessions, which looks extremely sick. My best time in a practice session was a 51.6, I think, and I can drive a 51.3 at max. So yeah, we need to find 2 or 3 10s, and maybe even more when we look at the race pace. It depends. So yeah, first race will start in a few minutes. When you are watching the VOD, you can check the description down below. I will link everything in chapters so that you can skip to the races and the most important parts and you know what happened. And then you don't need to skip through the whole 2 hours, which will be up. We have how many minutes left? Enough for 5 practice laps. Let me check if all systems are working. Yep, it's working. We are not dropping any frames. I am not muted, which is great. Alright, let's go. So yeah, I have no idea how to drive a 51.1. We might need to take a peek into a good lap in case someone finishes one in our next race. I'm not sure if I'm missing something or if it's just finishing a super clean lap.
You got a toy car on the right.
The finishing a super clean lap part is the one thing I'm struggling the most with at the moment. Because there's always one turn which I mess up. And most of the times it's the upcoming chicane or this happen. Because I haven't raced this car a lot, I only drive in practice session most of the times. Last race I did was in Summit Point. It was like 2 weeks ago. So I have still not the best feelings for the dimensions of the car. And in the chicane where you drive around the barriers, I still don't know how tight my line can be to get away with it. I'm running quite often into the X1 contact and it catches me by surprise, which is not a good thing when you want to race. Alright, first hot lap. A bit late on the turn-in. I'm not sure if you could hear it on stream. But I think a police car just drove along our house. Alright, it looks like a decent lap. Doesn't feel like a 51 yet. I went a bit too wide, too late. Still okay. missed the breaking point. That was another 10th or 2. Yeah, I guess it will be a 52. Oh, I was not patient enough on the throttle. Hooked into the curb there. Yeah, the first laps of the race will be interesting. I'm always a bit late on the brakes, trying to push a bit far over the limit of the car. Yeah, that's exactly the 0-1 contact, the X1 contact I was talking about. And I mean, it's a good line, but in a race, I would rather take it a bit more safe. Alright, that should be a decent lap. I was looking at the standings. Damn it. I'm not sure how much time is left. 2 minutes. I mean, that's enough to get one run through the chicane. But the times are looking sick. 51.55579. I think the best I can do in the race is a 51.7. And a 51 point. Maybe with draft. Because the lap I drove in the guide, it was like 99%. My optimal lap time was of 51.3. And I can't drive 99% in a race, so it will be a bit slower.
You got a slow car on the left.
So we might have to settle for high 51s. And then it won't be enough to compete for the podium. Yeah, 51.5 is my optimal lap for those few laps. We will see. I'm not too far off, but I'm also not in a sweet spot. And by the way, thanks for your matcha videos, they are lifesaver. You're welcome. I'm glad they're helping you. Alright, what do we have over here? We are P6. I don't remember any names. But I guess we will be driving for the top 5 to 10. If the top 5 are driving mid 51s. Hey Matt, you're welcome. I'm glad they're helping. I mean, that's the purpose of them, so it's always good to hear that they are actually helping you guys. Alright, what's the plan for the quali? Should I full send it or take it easy and finish a load 52 first? There are quite a lot of cars in this. Might be better to just finish a safe lap, get the tires heated up, and then go for a hot lap and second run. I guess it's top split. Otherwise, we 6. There were only like 100 cars registered. So yeah, when we drive a 52 point low, then it's okay. And when we drive a 51.8, then I'm happy. And a 51.6 would be perfect. Okay, let's go. And I need to be quick because it's an 8-minute session, 2 minutes per lap. When I screw 1 lap up, then I maybe run out of time. Alright, I will try to focus on the quali. Last time I streamed, I binned the first qualifier because I was talking too much. So I will try to get in the zone and drive 2 hopefully decent laps. And then we see further which plans we develop for the first corners.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Kinda expected the X1 there. Or X0.
One more lap.
Not the best start. Safety 1.3, holy moly. Yeah, I'm not sure if that one is quicker. Maybe. Yeah, no, it's not.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
But for some reason it was enough to stick in the top 5. I'm not really sure what to expect from the race, so... The thing is, you can boost your times in the practice sessions by taking incidents in turn 1 and turn 3 on the outside. So the the practice times, the 51.1s, and whatever might be due to getting a good run, which is not possible in the qualies, because you get an X1 there, and the time gets deleted. Wait, why am I so dark? Let me fix that. Um, Alright, looks... Yeah, it's still daytime here, and the sun was shining earlier, so probably why the light was a bit... And now that it got dark again, you couldn't see me. But it should be fine for the race. So yeah, it might be possible that a few of those guys just had a good run in the practice session. But as you can see, a 51.3 still seems to be possible in a quali run. Where do we start? Do we start on the inside or on the outside? P1 is... no, that's P2. So we start on... damn it, we start on the outside into turn 1. And then we get the inside and the long left-hander and a downhill left-hander onto the straight, which is not that great either. I guess we need to stick to our line, hold the outside into turn 1. Need to pray that nobody kills us from the inside. And I might want to go for the X1 right away when I feel that there's no space. You can go a bit onto the grass there, there's this big curb which gets you an incident point. But I think it's good to mentally prepare for it, to take the outside line over the grass, over the curb. Just in case there's no space on the inside. And then we see how things start to go. The worst thing which can happen is that we get stuck in a bad line and then the whole train passes us. But yeah. It will be tricky. It will be tricky. Alright, 25 seconds. Let's go.
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed right now.
Dave Cameron is P3. General Queen, that's true, but he's also quite difficult to pass sometimes.
17 car.
And I also don't think that he will be my biggest concern, because the biggest concern are the guys who are behind us. We'll see. We will need to see where Mihail wants to end up. He has the highest I rating and he qualified in a bad position, so... Alright, let's go.
flag, green flag. Pace car is off.
Yeah, he's going. Oh my god, that was bad start.
You're on the left, 3 wide. Right side, 2 wide. Keep to the left. Keep to the left.
That's what I was talking about.
Alright. Still there, hold your line. Stay on the left. Clear.
We got stuck in a bad line, then it was 3 wide, and then you need to go on the grass and just hope and pray that you can get back. We got some damage, but it shouldn't be a big deal. I completely missed the start there. Let's see how many positions we can gain back. Most of those guys seem to be a bit slow. I'm just faking it right now. I'm planning to attack.
Go left.
Alright, one freebie. I'm quicker than him. I'm just not sure where I want to make the move. Yeah, that's...
Right side. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left.
Get to the left. Alright. We made a short trip to Narnia.
Right side.
He wants to go for...
Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
for an ambitious attack. I couldn't get back in time onto the racing line when he was blocking me. I wasn't sure if he would pull out when the spotter said that there's a car on my right side. And then I failed to adapt. It's fine, it will be one of those races. The first race is always a bit spicy. We should try to get back to P7 at least. I'm realizing that I have no clue where you want to attack on this car around here. He messed up.
Right
I'm taking
side.
the inside anyway.
Stay on the left. Clear.
Taking it super safe to avoid any kind of diving. Alright, our next target is to... Oh please, please don't attack me. Please, I don't want to fight.
Car on your left. Keep to the right. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
Dang it, alright. We will need to overtake him again and then try to close the gap. Alright, now he's actually pulling away, so we might just stick to him until we close the gap and then start the fight. Losing a bit time in the chicane. Oh. Please don't spin on your way back. Alright, we're in P10 now. I would love to close the gap to the guys ahead.
You're in the top 10.
But I'm not hitting the first turn. I wonder if it's because of the damage on the right. Or if I'm just too late on the brakes. It was a 52.2, which is not bad. But it's not great either. Now we need to watch out because there might be an accident ahead of us. They're in wild fights. They're losing a lot of time. Dang it, I missed the entry. Alright, let's focus. Yeah, I know that line. Okay, that was one freebie. We're in P9. 2 more spots to go. This might be another
Left
freebie.
side. Clear.
Come on, I want to catch them. I'm so scared of the barrier. I'm always hesitating a bit. Alright, we are in his draft right now. Late on the brakes. Spicy turn 1 ahead of us.
Right side. Stay on the left. Keep to the left.
He has the better run.
Clear on the right.
Alright, where do we want to try it?
white flag this time.
Dang it, it's white flag, which means we need to go for it on this lap or never. And I want the P7. P7 is my lucky number and I want it right now in this race. We have a really good run onto the straight.
Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
It would have been stupid to stick to the inside there. I'm gonna fake him. Alright, now we have only one chance, and that's hitting a good run onto the next straight and attack him into the last braking zone. But I might not be quick enough. Dang it, GG, good race. Oh, that was such an awful start. I don't know what I did there. We need to take a look at it again. And then the Narnia thingy.
Very good
Yeah.
job.
And that's just experience in the car, I guess. Are you from Germany? Yep, I am in Germany. What's the slipstream range on the GR86? To be fair, I didn't race it enough to be able to tell it exactly, but I think it's within 1 second where you feel the first effects. Thanks for your Discord, much appreciated. Qualifiers, you're welcome. Let me fix this one. Alright. Lap 1 with the miracle start. So I'm not sure what I expected, but I expected we will keep going for a while. Because the pit entry is here. The car just went to the pits. I think I missed that he left space to the pace car. And yeah. Then the race started without me. Yeah, I'm super late on the throttle. And he did what I said before, what I expected, that he will go for an aggressive start to make up some positions from his bad qualifier. And then I was faced with this on the outside line. To be fair, even when I hit a good start, then I'm here and I'm still faced with a 3 wide into that first turn. Oh, okay, it was close to being 4 wide. Here I got the bump. He just missed the braking point, there's nothing I can do. Then we had our first road trip. It was still decent, I think. It was not that easy to catch it because I was half on the grass, half on the curb. I was super lucky that this car was still clinging to the curb, because if I would have been completely on the grass, then it's super tough. You will most likely slide into the wall. 920. But not with the stock pedals, I'm using the Fanatec CSL Elite AC pedals, which have a load cell on the brakes. Alright, Alright, and then we got back into the pack. And I think in the next lap I had my second tracking trip. Yeah, so the spotter was telling me that there's a car on my inside. Then I was a bit too hesitant to get to the right edge of the track. I guess there was still space. There's another police car coming. Does it appear on stream? No, it doesn't look like it. I hope my neighbors are not fire. Alright, they keep driving on. Okay. So, I wanted to get back to the right side. You can see it here. Where I'm steering a bit to the right. But then I get the message that there's a car on my right. And then I'm hesitant to get to the right. And here I'm turning to the right, but I'm a bit too late. Which means that my car is pointing away from the turn. Then I hit the brakes, drive into the turn, and then my line is completely messed up. And I don't adjust my throttle inputs. And just keep accelerating into nowhere. Decent catch, I think. I'm not sure if this dealt any kind of damage. Oh, yeah, it's the first race. We have another one coming up. I'm not sure if we can drive the one after that as well, because as mentioned, iracing is having a downtime later this afternoon. Was there anything else in this race? We can look at with this guy. I think it was in the next lap. He messed up the entry into turn 3. Was late on the brakes. We had a good run. And I'm not sure if this is a good call, but you have to go for it when you have a run. But he gets the inside on the upcoming hairpin, so he has technically the better line. And when I stick behind him, then he will just block the inside into the hairpin and won't move to the left. And I have no move. And I don't think you can get on the outside around here because there's no space. So I went for it. Then I need to be careful. I think this is a racing incident. I'm not really trying to pull actively to the right, but it's just the inside turn is super tricky around here. You will always get carried to the right, and I think I was also in 4th gear, so that was the best thing I could have done. Then I block the inside, and then I mess this chicane up. Yeah, he has a super great run. Look at his exit. Setting a great line, he's accelerating at around here. And I'm accelerating somewhere around here because I'm missing the entry. Like, I'm on the throttle, but I'm not going flat out, and he's going flat out. Then he gets the run. We didn't touch on the entry. And then he has just, again, the better outcome. I need to be along him around here to get a... Yeah, but even then he gets a better run onto the straight, so... Going towards the inside might have been a bad call, because you might be able to defend it from the outside here. Yeah, I think his line looks quicker. I'm not sure how you can use it for defense. You might have some opportunities to try it out in the next race. But that's definitely something I need to keep in mind, that you can stick to the inside line there and just take it easy. You will get the inside line into the second, and then you get the outside line onto the straight, so that might be quicker. And I think then we only dodged a few cars, and yeah. Alright, let's head into the next one. And tickets. We gained a little bit. Alright, so the goal for the next race is probably to just finish a solid race. Holy shit, what's going on? There's so much police, so much going on in the city today. Alright, so right now they are standing somewhere right around the corner. I'm not sure if they will keep driving. I'm not sure if the house across the street is burning down right now. Maybe I should take a look. But I think they will knock on my door. Good luck and thanks for your track tutorials. Thank you and you're welcome. Alright, let's hop into the car, finish a few decent laps, just to get into a good rhythm. I also think I need to stream more often because I'm always nervous in the first race. Even though I shouldn't be because I was prepared. I've practiced this track a ton of times. The car feels great, I'm feeling great. But I'm still doing a lot of many small mistakes. And then I refuse to adjust my line. Which is not necessary. I don't think I will ever become a friend of those two chicanes. In any car. And this is already a car in which they are pleasant to drive. For some reason it doesn't click. I don't know. Do you race GT4s? Do you have a favorite? Nope, I didn't race them in a long time. I think the Aston, I mean you can ask on Discord, I think the Aston is supposedly the best car because it has a solid handling and is decent on the tires. Or the Merc GT4. We had that question on Discord not that long ago. So there are a few guys who can give you tips. I'm focusing fully on the Mazda and the GR86 this season because they got both changed. But the MX-5 got changed, the GR got added. And I wanted to learn them to get the guides out. And next season I will add one GT3 or two. And also get back into the V. And then maybe add one GT4 and race LMDH and the season after. Those are my plans right now. Or LMP2s, one of those two. I would love to race more, but in weeks where I am putting out two guides at the same time, it's, especially when it's a long track like this one, and it becomes quite difficult to practice and race a lot. Because I need to find the limit on the track. I need to drive sometimes on longer tracks quite a lot of session to finally get a decent lap in. And then you always find a new trick or something new that you can use to gain another 1 or 2 tenths, and suddenly you need to do everything again. So that's why I'm not racing that much right now. It looks like we're on a decent lap. I also want to race the touring cars again. At some point. Yep, and there goes our decent lap. Whoops. I will check this bet on a straight. That's only a 32.6. Oh, looks like I need to jump in so I can race against you. Yep. Next race is in 10 minutes. Thank you, GT3 guys would be nice. Struggle with the GT3 is 60 for now. I'm not sure if I will be putting guides out right away, because I still need to get into racing, and I will probably focus on racing the car first. Because I've been away from GT3s for 3 or 4 seasons now. And I need to get used to them again. I might do some kind of short guides to point out specific areas or specific turns where you can do something special, gain time or to not lose time. But I'm not sure if I will be able to put out full-blown GT3 guides from the first season right away. I'm usually trying to put out a really solid baseline. And I don't think I will have the time to reach that baseline in that short period of time. Like all guides, I need to drink something. All guides that I've put out this season are on such a high level that don't feel the need that I need to update them anytime soon. And that's always my goal. I think the best time I drove this season was the MX-5 on Rudskogen, which was crazy. It was a crazy week because I checked the times in the World Records tab, and the best time was like 0.5 seconds off from mine. So I kept pushing and I kept pushing over and over again until I realized that the time was driven in week 13, where you could unload the fuel of the car. And yeah. That explained why most of the time was missing. I think my time was when you took the times of the week 13 of the... Yeah, when you disabled the week 13 times and scratched them off the board, then my time was like in the top 10 for that week. I couldn't race because I had no time. So I'm looking forward to race it next season. There are so many things we want to race on. Still a bit for 5 minutes before we jump into the next race. And I think it will be... Yeah, I think it will be the last one for today. Because we are having 15 GMT now. And iracing will have a downtime at 16 GMT. Which is 50 minutes. So we have enough time to finish the next race. And then take a break. I'm not sure if I will be on later tonight. That's why I started the stream earlier today. because Champions League is later tonight. And I might have a Valentine's date with Messi and Yala. And yeah, we'll keep racing it this week. Not sure if it's on stream or just on recordings. And next week we have... I need to check, I forgot it. Is anyone racing the GR86 in the weeks where there are paid tracks on the schedule? I'm curious how active the series is in those weeks. I'm usually a fan of big splits and big races where you have at least 100, if not 200 or 300 people registered, because then you get the best matchmaking. And it's not like, because top splits can be quite divided when it's a low pop series, so that you have like 5 people who are racing for the win, then there's a gap with 5 people who are racing for the next positions, and then there's a gap with people who are like 3 or 4 seconds slower. And those splits are not that fun to race in. I love the tension of the race where if you mess up, you are immediately at the back of the field, like in the last one. And then you need to bite your way through. What's going on? Luckily the mic is not picking it up. 4 more minutes. If you have any questions, it's a good moment to shoot them out. When the quali starts, I will go into focus mode again, and then I will also try to hit a good start. I wonder what the best tactic for the start is when you are graded on the outside line. Do you race open wheelers? Yes, the USF 2K is extremely fun to drive. Again, I didn't race it this season, but I raced it in the seasons before, and it's my most favorite open wheeler. For some reason, like the F3 is also decent, but it's not as fun as the USF. The USF feels like a smaller F1 car. It's like, you can compare it to F1 games, kinda, but it feels more simmy and less arcadey. And since you can't really drive the F1 cars in iRacing unless you dedicate a lot of hours into them, practice a lot, have a decent rig, because you need 2 clutches on your wheel to get a decent start, otherwise you can't even start them. So yeah, the USF 2K is like the best thing of both worlds. Having an open wheeler, which is easy to drive, has a lot of downforce, and on tracks like Oulton Park, it's a blast. I also heard they are driving ovals sometimes, but I never drove it on ovals. Only on the road tracks. And it's also a fixed series, I think. Fixed series are always a bit easier to drive when you don't have that much time. Because when you are a bit off somewhere and are losing time, that you can just check your opponents, check what they are doing, you can copy what they are doing, and you are on pace. And when you are in open setup series, then it often requires a bit more time because you need to prepare, you need to get used to your car. That's a trade-off. I would say open setup series are easier to drive when you have enough time, because you can adjust the car to your needs and just stick with a setup that feels confident to you. But when you have a bit less time and just a few hours per week, then fixed series are the way to go. Wait, what happened? Why? Alright. I was shocked for a moment because I thought that the downtime starts right now. Got P7 now, which is my lucky number. So we're looking forward for a lucky race. The more I drive the GR86, the harder it feels like to get more performance out of the car, because the most performance you will always unlock when you stay on the throttle in the weirdest moments. Like, it feels like every time you downshift, you need to get back on the throttle immediately after you downshifted, because the engine slows you down that much. And I don't know, it doesn't feel natural to be on the throttle that many times. Just to stabilize the car and force it to do the things which it should naturally do anyway, and I don't know. It's a fun car, don't get me wrong, but it feels like a really unpleasant car to main and to drive exclusively. Alright, qualifiers coming up. We will stick to the same strategy like in the first race. Try to finish a solid below 52 in the first run, and then try to improve it in the second run. I got a bit dark again. Alright, let's go. We do the same like in practice. Done it 100 times. Again, I will focus on the quali laps and the quali run. To avoid mistakes like this one.
Green flag, green flag.
Let's go.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Holy moly, okay.
Ticket flag, ticket flag.
Okay. I'm not sure if I did myself a favor by doing that. Oh, I will be on the outside again, and this time there will be no car ahead of me, and I will need looking to the right. Alright. Alright. So I got the pace. Now I just need to keep it together in the race. I mean, I can't finish this kind of lap in the race. I'm not sure if you remember the chicane. My run through both chicanes was extremely tight and super on the limit. I'm not able to pull this off 10 times in a row in a race. So yeah, we will see what happens. I will be on the outside line again. I'm not sure what the best call is. If we get hit from the outside again by P3 on the run into the first turn, then there's nothing you can do. I don't know what to say. So what's the goal for this race? Normally I would say top 5. But since we qualified on P2, we might need to drive for the podium or for the win. Or we should drive for the podium or for the win. Kinda depends on the first turn and the first 2 turns and the first lap in general. Yeah. We will see. We will see. We are car number 7. It's the lucky race. It will be good. I don't even want to turn on music right now. Just enjoying silent moment before the storm. Thanks. That will be difficult. I'm not sure if I should stick behind him to see him on my screen. Or if we should go side by side. And then I keep looking to the right.
1 to go, next time by. Line up on the left side.
Because I don't have a
Pit road
triple
is
screen,
closed
so
right now.
everything that you can see is exactly similar to the same that I can see. And when I drive side by side with him, then I need to the right. And when I got the pole position myself, it's not a big deal. But P2 is one of the worst positions to start in when you're on a single screen.
Catch the pace car.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him like at all. And when I leave this kind of gap, then he's already 1 car length ahead of me. Will be interesting.
Get ready, going green. Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green, green, green. The pit road is now open.
Well, here we go again.
You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear. 2 wide. Clear.
I wonder if I should start in first gear. Maybe I just did it wrong from the get-go. Anyway, we are in the race, we are on P5.
Right side. Stay on the left. Right side. Clear.
I tried to imitate the line which we saw last race against us, but unfortunately the guy on the inside didn't hit the braking point and didn't leave us any space. And then you get a hit and can't make the second turn. It looks like we are pulling away, which is a good thing. A bit late on the brakes there. Come on, let's go. Again, a bit too late on the brakes. I need to chill a bit more. Come on, man.
Car right. Still there. Clear.
He nearly crashed ahead of us. Guy behind us got a run. I will stick to the outside again. I'm not hitting the first turn like I should.
Car on your left.
There's
Stay
no
on the right.
space! Come on, move away!
Stay on the
Oh
right.
god, come on.
Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Dang it, we had such a good run, we could have passed both, but they blocked the street.
You're in fourth position.
He has a run. That was a super bad entry. He might go for the inside there.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Still there, hold your line.
I have no space, man.
Clear. Car right.
You are lucky that I'm a kind person.
Still there.
And now I pay for it.
Still there, hold your line.
Double the price.
Keep to the left. Clear. Left side. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Oh, and why? Dang it! He got bonked. Dang, it was a good race. And I've damage. Something on the front left is not feeling right. Alright, where are we now? P10? I don't think I turned in on him. I think he was just late on the brakes. Oh, that's so unlucky. It was such a great race. It's not over yet. Let's try to catch P7.
White flag, white flag.
Okay, never mind, we have only one lap left, so we will try to catch... Oh, we got P7, and then we... Oh no, we got P8. You're reading my mind, iracing.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Oh no, we are P9. Never mind. Let's fake it. See what he does.
Right
Whoa.
side, go left. Clear.
That was a bit too tight. That's unlucky. Dang it! I should be mad, but it was a fun race. It was a bit unlucky, but that happens when you have tight racing.
Ticket flag, ticket flag.
Let's take a look at it. I don't think anyone is to blame there. It looked like, or it felt like a racing incident. Oh god, I would love to drive one more, but the damn downtime will start soon. I will definitely drive more this week. I don't know when. But this combination is great. Alright, number 1. I need to start in first gear. I think it became clear now. In addition to the bad start, it was the wrong gear. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier. Probably because the last starts at Summit Point and Laguna Seca were always on a longer straight or went downhill. So you could start in second and I didn't adapt for this track. It's my bad. I will keep it in mind for next time. Then the car behind me was unlucky because it was stuck. I need to leave the door open. I can't try to force him behind me. Then we go free wide again, but we already know how that works. I didn't touch him, avoided the contact. Behind us was a crash. Fine. I think it was a decent start if you ignore the wrong gear. With the wrong gear, with the correct gear, I should have no issues because what I did looked like the decision making looked okay. So what happened next? There was a point. Alright, it was this lap. Oh no, it was the previous lap. Right, I need to... That was the red car which dropped behind. Does anyone remember the lap? Yeah, it was here. Alright. So they are fighting ahead of me. It's funny that he caused it and then he got a bad end of the stick and got dropped all the way back. That's why racing in this car is so much fun, because you really need to think about your line, you really need to think where you want to attack. And when you mess up, he went for the line about which I thought that it's a decent line for an attack. Let's see what happens. He just did a great job on defending. Then he will try to stick his nose in. And I had such a great run, but I had no space to, like, look at them. He's blocking me to the right side because he knows that I can't just drive through the other guy. And yeah, now I'm stuck. And at this point I have not enough speed to pull to the outside, up to the inside for the next run. What you do? Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do, because when I stick to the left side, then he will just stick to the left side as well, because he's already driving on the left side. And yeah, I think it was the best thing we could get out of it. Was there contact? It looks like netcode. But I have no space on the inside, it's just racing. Alright, and the next lap he will try to attack me, I think. Something like that. But you can defend on the inside pretty easily around here. I think what he should do is to leave a bit more space, so that I'm not blocking his inside on the apex. And around this point I'm committed to the inside line, which means I have a really bad run onto the straight. So when he lifts here, brakes a bit earlier and pulls in behind me, right behind me, through the turn, then he will carry more speed onto the exit, and then he will maybe get the chance to pass me. Well, he passed me anyways, but yeah. Yeah, he left me enough space. I just had a really tight apex, and then I nearly run out of space on the exit, but yeah, it was fair enough. Yeah, it was solid racing from both sides. And then he gets me on the inside. Alright, and what happens next? I'm having a run, so I stick to it. It was 2 laps before the end of the race, so I think it was a good call. Because my goal is to force him into a bad run onto this. Oh, it was netcode. Dang, that's unlucky. Yeah, we netcoded. It happens. Yeah, that's unlucky. I had such a great position, and he definitely would have lost a bit of time on a straight. And when I prepare a good run here, I wanted to brake a bit earlier and then pull in behind him. And yeah, there was enough space, but it was an unlucky net. Happens. Quite a lot of netcode actually. Ah, yeah. It was a decent save, but we lost like, I don't know how many positions. And then we can take a look at the last lap incidents. He was defending quite well. It was unlucky that he didn't make the chicane. Bonk. It wasn't even a big hit, it was a draw. Wait, what? Why does it look like he's going on 2 wheels when he's already turning in? Alright, that was the barrier. What the hell? Oh yeah, he's going through the barrier. That's unlucky. Yeah, my strategy was to try to get a good run into the next chicane and maybe try there, but only if I have a good run. Because I thought the better option was into the last turn or through the double right-hander. Get a good run to the double right-hander and then attack him into the last turn. But yeah, good race everyone, thanks for being here today. iRacing is going down in 5 minutes, so we will end the stream for now. I will be back with more. I think I will drive it more often. I'm not sure if I will stream it. You missed the racing. No, you didn't. We are on YouTube. You can still watch the VOD. I will add the timestamps in the next minutes. And yeah, so that you can go right to the action. And I will be back. I will probably record some races, maybe stream on the weekend again. I don't know, but I will find some time. We can't change the downtime. Oh, it's so much fun. This is one of the best tracks that's on a sim. It's a bit sad that it's not driven more frequently in higher series and higher classes. But it's so much fun to drive through those ups and downs, and you have so many opportunities to go side by side. It's great. Alright, I wish you a nice evening. Enjoy the downtime which is coming up. And yeah, hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.